Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chatting with Chantel. Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, December the 13th, and we are still counting down to that wonderful holiday, that great celebration of Christmas. Not only that, but we are almost done with the year 2022. Good morning, all. For all those that are listening, for those that will be listening to the replay. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time that you will be listening. Good day to you all. Thank you so much for taking time out to listen, to download, to share, to comment. Definitely appreciate all of those that have imparted in the podcast thus far this year. We're still counting down and being appreciative for all that God has given us, all that He's done in our lives. We cannot begin to thank Him enough for the things that He's done. But on this Tuesday, wanted to just take the time just to talk on Tuesday. I was sitting in my office this morning, and God just began to encourage me. God began to motivate me as we're walking into 2022 in total victory, with a new mindset, with a clear conscience, with just new endeavors that we will be able to cross over into. God just began to encourage me and let me know that it's okay, and that no longer do you have to make any excuses. No more excuses, April, for the things that you desire to do, for the things that you want to do, for the things that you want to be able to accomplish, for the things that you want to have your hands in and begin to build around you, for the projects and for all of the things that you are looking and desiring to do. No more excuses do you have, because you've been equipped with everything that you need. So my encouragement, after I was encouraged on this morning, my encouragement to you is take that mindset. No more excuses. We have 18 days until 2023 comes in. 18 days until we're in a totally different year. 18 days until we can look back at 2022 and say, you know what, it was for my good. 18 days and we will be able to leave 2022 in the past. 18 days and we will be able to thank God for allowing us to experience what we have experienced, but we are also walking in the new, walking in the mindset. No more excuses. We know who we are. We know what we desire. We know what we deserve. We know what we can accomplish. We know what we want out of life. That's the mindset that we have to have going into 2023. We can't be second guessing. We can't be just making our mind up. Now is the time for you to plan and prepare for 2023. Whatever it is that you are looking to do, whatever it is that you're looking to have your hands in or be able to accomplish in 2023, even if you don't complete it in 2023, the start has to take place in 2023. No more excuses do you have, and everything that you're doing is intentional. Like I've been saying it all year, that everything that I'm doing is intentional and I'm purposefully driven. But now I am walking in the intention. And intention may mean that some things may change. Intention may mean that it may not look like 2022. And that's okay. No more excuses do I make for anyone around me. No more excuses do I make for myself, because I now know what it is that I desire. And I can't keep making excuses. I just got to make it happen. When God allows you to be able to do a thing, you got to be able to put your best foot forward, step out on faith, believe. You know, sometimes that walk may get lonely. Sometimes that walk may hurt. But guess what? Because it is what you desire, because it is where you're looking to go, no more excuses do you make for yourself. My spiritual walk, my spiritual relationship or journey, whatever you're labeling it as, in that aspect of my life, I'm pouring, which means that everything that God has given me, I'm beginning to share. If it is to share with other people, I'm beginning to pour and to share and to enlighten other people about what God is doing and how He can be the biggest and the greatest thing in your life. I'm pushing those that maybe not knowing where they stand in their spiritual walk. I'm sorry for that interruption, but I am pushing those that may not know where they're going or what they need to do to get to their I'm pushing it just like somebody had to push me, just like somebody had to, pour into me and allow me to see that one thing does not define me. I'm pushing, I'm embracing what God has given me. I'm embracing the fact that I may be different. I'm embracing that my walk may not be the next person's walk, or I'm embracing the fact that, hey, God is taking me a different route from what I initially thought he was going to do. I'm embracing all of that in 2023. Everything that God is giving me, I am preparing myself to be able to give to somebody else that may be going through what I've been going through, that maybe have experienced some of the things that I've experienced. And my testimony, my story can help somebody else. I'm not looking for self-pity. I'm not looking to be like anybody else. I'm not looking to sound like anybody else. But everything that I'm doing is for the upbuild of the kingdom, is for so that others will see that without God, we can't do anything, and everything is going to begin to fail around us. Everything is not going to prosper. Things will become frustrating if we try and do it without Christ. I'm being intentional in my spiritual walk. Everything that I'm doing is intentional, even if it means that I have to step out and walk into those doors by myself, those open doors by myself, and it not be pleasing to other people. At this point where I am in my spiritual walk is I'm not looking to please man. My only goal, my only outlook is I have to please God. God has given me a thing and I desire to share it. I don't want to keep it to myself. I don't want to not do what God has done, what God has asked us to do, and that is to compel others to come to Christ. So whatever I have that can help somebody else get to where they need to be spiritually, that's what I plan to do. No more excuses am I making that I don't have time, that I don't know how or what to do, because I have been equipped. God has given us the word. God has given us spiritual advisement. God has given us those things that we need to be able to walk in his will and his way. No more excuses do I have. My family and my relationships, I'm being intentional in every area that needs work. I'm working on it, whether it's my marriage, and even though we're embarking on 15 years, hey, whatever work needs to be done, even at 15 years, communication, rediscovering ourselves, our likenesses, or our things that bring us together, even after our children are now growing up and they're going and doing their different things, rediscovering our love for each other. If that's something that I need to, no more excuses do I have that I don't have the time, that we don't have the finance, that we don't know what to do to make it work between the two of us. My relationships, my family, my siblings, communication, if it needs to be reset, hey, let's start over. Let's not carry this thing that's been going on and on and on and on into a new year, into a new year where we have so many opportunities to, guess what, leave the past in the past. Conversations, have those conversations, those much needed conversations that maybe, hey, we can agree to disagree. We can walk away and be like, you know what, maybe this was not for us. I appreciate the journey. I appreciate the experience and everything that we've gone through, the enlightenment, but guess what? It's not for us. We need to have those conversations in 2023, and guess what? And close the book, close the chapter, shut the door, whatever it is. I'm being intentional in it. Closure or forgiveness. Hey, at this point, I'm asking for forgiveness. If you don't forgive me, guess what? I'm going to forgive you so that I can walk away from this thing with a clear conscience. I'm not holding on to it any longer. I'm not going to let it consume me. I'm not even going to pursue it because I am done. And all of those things all of those people and friendships and sisterhoods that are around me, hey, we're holding each other accountable all year. We're not going to let each other fall. We're not going to let our minds begin to wonder and second guess the things that we have set for one another. I'm holding everyone in my life that I consider close or consider, my circle. I'm holding you accountable to do exactly what you say you're going to do, to have no more excuses, to not fall in the dumps. Hey, this year we're not saying that we're not going to come up against things, not saying that things are not going to happen, but guess what? When they happen, we're still going to have an outlook on them that says, guess what? We're still pushing forward. We're not making excuses. We're not going to stop. This may be a minor setback. This may be, guess what, a stumbling block, but we're not going to fall. Holding those accountable. And I want those that are in my life to hold me accountable, that everything that I say that I'm going to do, that I'm going to be able to work on it. Even if I don't, once again, finish it or complete it, I have to start it. I have to make the effort to make it happen, because that's what I wrote down. That's what I set out to do. Those are the things that I want to be able to say, hey, guess what? I said it, I did it, I accomplished it, or I'm working towards it. And I see the growth. I see where I'm going. I see what I'm doing. And I'm okay with everything that's beginning to happen, that's beginning to unfold. No more excuses do I have for there's no more. I've used every excuse. I've used every avenue. And so now, as we're counting down to the end of the year and we're walking into 2023, we have no more excuses, and we're not using any more excuses. This is a motivation talk. This is a pep talk that we're telling ourselves every morning. Okay, we're X amount of days away from 2023, even though, yes, it's 18, but as we count down the days, we're X amount of days away from 2023. Prepare yourself. Prepare how it's going to make you feel. Prepare how it's going to look. Prepare how, you're going to have to deal with certain things. Prepare yourself now so you won't make an excuse of, oh, I didn't do this because of this happening. We're not using those excuses. We're not holding on to those excuses, and we're not going to even conjure up a thought that would entertain those excuses. My health, I'm being intentional. My physical, my mental, which is very, very, very important. No more am I going to place myself in positions where I feel some type of way being. If I don't want to be there, guess what? I'm not going to be there. If I don't want to do something, guess what? I'm not going to do something, because it begins to affect my mental. And when my mental is affected, when it starts being an outward sign of things that are going on in the inside, guess what? It begins to rub off on those that are around me, or change my mindset or my mind thought, and it begins to hinder me from doing what I need to be doing. So my mental has to be healthy. My mental has to be free of the naysayers, free of those that are questioning whether I'm good enough. Guess what? Just the same way that person is telling you, oh, you may not be ready for that, or oh, you need this. Guess what? Somebody had to give you a chance. Somebody had to listen to and watch you step out on your own. So guess what? Now is the time for you to make your mental quit putting in your mind that you can't do something because of what others think. My mental for 2023 is, if this is what I desire, this is what I will do, and this is what will make me happy. That is my mental. Healthy mental will go with me in 2023. The entire year. I refuse to place myself around, in, or around or in things that are not going to line up with where I see my life going, or where I see God has placed me. No more excuses do I have. I don't have to be connected to you. I don't have to be around you. I don't have to entertain you. I don't have to succumb to the thoughts that you're trying to put in my head. I don't have to do it, because I know what I want. I know who I am. One thing about knowing who you are and what you desire is, once you place that in your mind, nobody can tell you anything different. We all are different. Nobody is the same. Nobody's going to get it the same. Nobody's going to deliver it the same. 2023, I'm embracing and taking care of me. Taking time to do the things that I want to do. Taking time to take care of me, taking vacations, being able to unplug, being able to gather myself so that in any time I have to speak, or anytime I walk back into my workplace or wherever I am, I'm bringing in a clear mind and ready to take on the day, and ready for it to be prosperous, and ready for it to be all that God says that it can be. That's what we're taking on. That's what we're going to embrace for 2023. We're speaking it now. We're talking to ourselves. I'm waking up every morning in the mirror, looking at myself. No more excuses do you have, Chantel. No more excuses will you give, Chantel. Because in 2023, everything that you've written down, all your goals, all your aspirations, all the things you wish to accomplish, we have written them down. The Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. Just because you write it down does not necessarily mean that you have to accomplish it. It means that these are the things that I desire. This is the direction in which I desire to go. And that is the way I'm moving. I'm writing it. I've written them down. And now we just going to start crossing them off and checking them off as we accomplish, as we begin to develop and uncover and push and step out on. We are crossing them off and taking no excuses for anything that we placed on that list. If God has given it to you, if God has put it in your mind for you to do a thing, guess what? He didn't give it to you for nothing. It doesn't matter if it's in your career, in your business, in school, in your home, with your credit, with your health, whatever he's given you, take no more excuses. Give no more excuses, but be able to embrace the fact that you've been equipped with everything that you need to take on 2023 and be able to do the things that you desire to do. You know who you are. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I know who I am. I know what it is I desire, and I'm being intentional in everything I do. Repeat that. I know who I am. I know what it is I desire, and I'm being intentional about everything that I'm doing. This is just Tuesday Talk, a moment that I wanted to share with you guys. No more excuses are we giving. Not even for the 18 days that are left in the rest of the year. We're not giving any more excuses of why 2023 won't be the year that we have desired it to be. Doesn't mean that you will see it all the way through to the end, but the beginning has to start in 2023. This is just a Tuesday Talk. We're talking to ourselves. This is just a Tuesday Talk that we're telling ourselves and being productive and intentional in everything that we're doing. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Again, this is Tuesday. Let's take it on with our eyes wide open. Take it on and be thankful that God has given us another day to live, move, and have our being upon the earth. Thank you guys so much. This is your girl, Chantel. This is Chatting with Chantel. Love you. Bye.